Jacqueline here. In today's video I'm bringing my review, demo, swatches, and a ton of comparisons on the brand new Patrick Ta Major Headlines Blush Palette. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you can give me that opportunity and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to know all the details about this new limited edition blush palette from Patrick Ta, how it looks on light, medium, over 40 skin, then just keep on watching. Finally, I got my hands on the new Patrick Ta Major Headlines Blush Palette. This palette is now available at Sephora, although I should say online it appears as it is sold out, but don't you worry, it's gonna come back in stock. Patrick Ta had said so, so we will just need to be on the lookout for that, and I will make sure to keep you posted on my Instagram and also here on my community tab. So if you are subscribed to my channel and you have your post notification bell on, then you will be able to receive anytime that I not only upload new videos right here, but also when I post something on my community tab, such as restocks, sales alerts, and all that. That's a really good way to stay in communication. But yes, my friends, this palette is actually a limited edition palette, and I think as soon as we saw the first sneak peek, that wasn't actually a sneak peek. A friend of mine, she was like in LA, she stopped on one of the Sephora's and they had it and she bought it, she took a picture, and it's like, okay, well, guess what Patrick Ta is coming out with. So this is so exciting for me, because I'm a blush lover. I love blush. Today I only have foundation on. I skipped the bronzer because we're going to try these blushes side by side. I'm going to give you comparisons and all that jazz. So here it is, the unicorn. I mean, he kept everything very cohesive with his line and his branding. This palette is made in USA and it has a shelf life of 12 months. The cost is $58, and honestly I have to say that to me seems to be, you know, well priced. We will go over details about pricing, also the weight of this blush palette against the single ones that comes in duos, because Patrick Ta has different type of blushes. The blushes that they are just powder blushes, and then also the ones that they have a cream and a powder. So here to what you came for. And by the way, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I do have a light to medium skin tone. I also am on my 4th floor, so I have signs of aging. I also have enlarged pores and fine lines, and the thing that I look forward for a blush is that it doesn't have too much, well, first of all, no shimmer to begin with, and that the formula is flattering, that it melts within the skin. That way it doesn't emphasize, you know, those pesky signs of aging. And another thing to note, I film in natural light. The only light that I have on right now is the backlight right here that is pointing to my backdrop, and that's it. Okay, so here it is, the palette. So pretty. I mean, very, very much alike to his eyeshadow palette, which I'm actually wearing it today. The only difference, I mean, the size is exactly the same, so he was able to kind of reuse this component right here, is that the eyeshadow palette says for eyes, and this one right here says for face. So there you go, and then let's open it up right here. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Let me just lift up this little flap right here. It's an acrylic kind of protector, because the top are cream blushes and then the bottom are your powder blushes. So it is a really good way for the cream to do not get contaminated from the powder. And I think the shades right here are so vibrant. They are very different to what we have before. By the way, I have reviewed everything from Patrick Ta here on my channel. I do own all his blushes, so here I have the duos, I also have the single ones. So if you want to see more details about the rest eyeshadow palette, etc., I have them here on my channel. Okay, my friends, so let's go ahead and give it a swatch. I'm going to start with She's a Doll. Ooh, nice and creamy. This is such a beautiful shade. It's more like a Barbie pink shade. I mean, definitely She's a Doll. I'm going with my Wayne Ghost brush. Now the bristles of this brush is blue squirrel hair, so it does pick up product, but it disperses in a very lightweight. Now it seems like like this blush right here has a lot of pigmentation, so let's see how this goes. I'm gonna use my BK Beauty and Angie from Hot and Flashy collaboration A503, and I'm going to the cream shade from She's a Doll, and that's how much I'm taking. I'm not taking like a whole lot. And this is the way that Patrick Ta suggests to apply his products. The way that the formulation is made is that you can actually apply the powder first and then the cream, which is really not the rule, but hey, you know, if the formulation allows to do this, that's ideal, because what happens is by doing so with his formulation, you're bringing, you know, more life, that youthful kind of sheen to your cheeks. I think it's so good. Now let's try She's Vibrant. First with the cream and with the powder. Now this shade right here looks more of like a pinky coral tone. Yeah, it's not super warm. It's still a cool tone shade, but it's a little bit warmer than this shade right here. I'm actually using the smallest size of these Artist Wingos brushes. That, by the way, right now Beautylish is having the year gift card event sale. So this is the great time if you have been eyeing some goodies from Wingos or other brands that they are perhaps not even carry at Sephora, like Sisley, Oribe too. It's a great time to pick up some stuff from there. BK Beauty 104 brush. I'm going to the cream shade from She's Vibrant. Let's see how this goes. That's very pretty too. We have here She's a Doll and She's Vibrant. I have removed the blushes, reapply foundation, and now let's go for the last shade here on the pan, which is called She's Baked. This beautiful deep shade. Ooh, you know, this shade is a beautiful kind of like wine tone, kind of like a Chianti. I don't know, it just recalls like, yeah, it's not so deep as it looks on the pan. There you go, that's She's Baked. And now I'm gonna use another Wingos brush, also blue squirrel hair, and this is how much I'm getting. Ooh, this is a gorgeous shade. This is kind of like that sunburn shade, but not quite alike to She's So LA, which is also from Patrick Ta. Just building it up just a little more. And now I'm gonna use this Lancome blush brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and go to the cream shade. And this is how much the brush picked up. Such a beautiful shade, very pretty shade. And I know a lot of you have been questioning if this She's Baked duo is similar to She's So LA, which is, I think, like the best seller for the blushes from Patrick Ta. It's so hard to keep it up in stock because it is honestly gorgeous, one of my favorite blushes. But as you can tell, let me try to open these compartments up right here. But as you can tell, She's So LA is more neutral. Yes, it does have a little bit of pink in it, but it also has more brown in it. While this one right here has a little bit more, yeah, it has a little bit more pink reddish undertone to it. So that being said, to me it looks a lot more to the shade Oh She's Different, this one right here. There you go. They are not exactly the same, but there is more similarities between these two than She's So LA. So that being said, let me just go ahead and swatch it. This one has to me a little bit more purple undertone, and now I'm gonna swatch She's So LA under so you can really see the difference. I mean, honestly, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna compare She's Baked with this duo right here, Oh She's Different. Go first with the powder, and I'm applying it with a Hermes blush brush. And then with the Linda Hallberg 310 brush, I'm gonna go to the cream shade. Yeah, this to me leans a little bit, not purple, but more pinkish in tone than this one right here. This one has a little bit more warmth to it than this. I have removed Oh She's Different, and now I'm going to compare She's Baked with She's So LA. Going first with a Smith 118 brush into the powder shade. And here's how much I picked up. And then going with this Eat brush, and this is how much I picked up right there. And now we have the comparisons between She's So LA versus She's Baked from the Trio Blush Palette. And looking into my blush collection for comparisons, I find out this Tower 28 Power Hour blush. It's right here, and I don't know, it kind of gave me a little bit of that vibe, but this one, I mean, to me this one has a lot more pigment. The ones from Patrick Ta, there's a little bit of translucency. So here we have the one from the blush palette, and as you can tell, look at that. Yeah, this has a lot more pigment in it, and also it has more of like a brown base to it. Also from Tower 28, I have here Happy Hour, which is one of my most like potent blushes. This is so pretty. This is really, really pretty. I will say this looks more like this shade right here. Let's go ahead. Yep. Happy Hour, kind of close to She's Vibrant. And then I pull out this cream blush from Fenty Beauty. This is Strawberry Drip. I love this shade right here. Love this shade right here. Now this to me, it actually looks even more alike to She's Vibrant from Patrick Ta. Yeah, very, very close in tone. Now this is the powder side, but undertone is just very, very close. And then I went ahead and pulled out a viral blush from Dior. This is Dior Backstage Rosy Glow. And this one right here, I thought, well, perhaps to this one, but actually no, it's has a wider base. So definitely it's very, very different to this shade right here, She's a Doll. I went ahead and applied some bronzer, Patrick Ta in She's Scoop. Again, everything will be on the description box below for your convenience. Now let's talk a little bit about the weight of this palette. So each of these pans, the creams are 3 grams of product, and if we go to the duos, the creams are 6 grams of product, these right here. And then if we go to the powder on this trio, each powder has 3.3 grams of product, while on the duos we have 4 grams of product, so just a little bit more. And I think, I mean, it's obvious the size of the pans, they are different right here. And I think in general, this blush palette is priced well, because one of these duos costs $34 and this one right here costs $58. So if say we were to, I mean, obviously you're getting a little bit more product right here, but if you were to buy just 3 of these ones, then you will be paying like $102, while this one is $58. So the value of this palette is there. Not only the value in terms of weight and variety of shades, but also that Patrick Ta decided to do not repeat any shades, which that makes me super happy, because if you see all these other duo blushes from Patrick Ta, they are gorgeous. I mean, She's So LA is right now an OG. She's So Different that you already saw. And then we have right here, She's That Girl. I'm gonna swatch it no matter what for you to see it. And honestly, it's not even close to She's Vibrant. And then we have right here, Do We Know Her, which is more of this beautiful peachy kind of tone, gorgeous shade. So here are all the comparisons. Here is the blush palette. But in terms of like shade selection, I think he did amazing, because his previous duo of blushes, they were more warm leaning, a little bit more peachy tones, while this one right here offers us something a little bit different. Some of those beautiful cool tones that right now they are all in fashion. Like, yes, I mean, if we go to see the promo images, they are very editorial, you know, like very a lot of blush, no bronzer. Yeah, don't get me wrong, those are looks more like for a cover of a magazine, but it's in trend to use this kind of very doll-like blush that with this formulation you're able to manage it without going overboard. Using the right type of brush, the right amount of product, you can make it work. Not only that, but aside to be a cool tone, more pinky tone palette, and you know, steering away a little bit from the warmer tones, this caters a lot more for those who have more of like a cool undertone on their skin. And even better, this caters more for those who have deeper complexions. To me, this palette right here is so versatile, because one, if you love blush, you will love it. If you're intimidated about blush, using the right amount of product, you will get a beautiful application, because although the blushes are pigmented, you're not working with such blush that it will give you clown cheeks. It will not, because the formulation is very, very soft. The actual powder formula is kind of like velvety, so very, very light, very, very cloudy. And then even the cream shades, although they look very vibrant in the pan, there's some translucency. I mean, you are able to see these shades right here in comparison, say, to Tower 28, that are one of my favorite cream blushes. These from Patrick Ta, they just give a little bit of radiance, translucency in between the powder and the cream blush. So I think, I mean, in general, Patrick Ta did amazing, not only at offering us different shades, cool tone shades, more vibrant shades, a deeper shade right here, but also for those with deeper complexions. I mean, this palette is great. I feel so bad that it says that it's limited edition, but I hope that he can keep it, or if he will not keep it permanent on the line, I truly, truly hope that at least he will come out with this in this other format right here on the duo blushes, because it will be such a shame that so beautiful shades to do not be part of his permanent line. I mean, this is such a great addition. Love the packaging. I mean, so gorgeous, so beautiful, sleek, and also the pricing. I think it's a fair pricing. Hopefully it comes back to Sephora for the holiday sale. That way you can get a little bit of discount. But even if you don't get a discount, my friends, if you like this palette, if you have deeper complexion, or if you have some cool undertone to your skin, or just simply you like it like me, if you're a blush lover, you will love this palette. Absolutely love this palette. If you're a makeup artist, I mean, the answer is there. You are an artist yourself, so definitely this will be amazing on your makeup kit. And not only that, I mean, these shades right here, you can actually mix them in however you want them. You don't need to use them like by duos, but you can actually create your custom shade, which I think love this palette. Okay, my friends, I hope that you enjoyed this video, that you find it helpful, informative. I would love to know from you, that you were able to pick up this palette. Perhaps you ran like I ran like 3 times to my local Sephora. Do you have it available? No. Do you have it available? No. Then I ended up ordering from the Sephora app. but I was like so excited about it. Let me know again if you got it or if you're putting it on your wish list. Let's continue the conversation on the comment section down below. And while you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I hope that you can give me that opportunity and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends, and until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye!